Alright, what's up Dragon Brood? Today we're going to be taking a look at adventure cards, and we have a lot. The plan here is to play Jund, get all the value, and get all the cards we can get off of these adventures. So let's go see everything that we're playing with today.
Command Fest Orlando is coming October 20th to 22nd. So get ready for a weekend full of Magic the Gathering in one of the country's premier vacation destinations. Get your tickets now at commandfestorlando.com.
Now we're going to be playing a lot of the usual suspects as far as removal and mana creatures, but I want to highlight the new cards from Wilds of Eldraine that we're going to be playing today. And it starts with Mosswood Dread Knight. This is one of my favorite cards in the set. You get extra cards off this, which is awesome, and you get a reasonable body for 2 mana. It's a 3/2 with trample, and you get the chance to just do it all over again if it dies. Like, card's fantastic. We're going to be playing Questing Druid, which is great because it gives you access to 2 extra cards again, all this extra value we've been talking about. But if it stays on the battlefield, then you get to just get extra bonuses because we're playing 3 colors. We have a lot of spells that happen to not be only green. We're going to also take a look at Ruby. Ruby's a little bit interesting because we do have a few things that are 4 power, so we get to attack with this later in the game as a 3/4, which is great. But worst case scenario, you get to play Ruby and kind of advances you forward just being another mana creature. And let you kind of go up a little faster on turn 3 because you can play it, boom, tap it again, and now you've paid 4 mana worth of stuff. So you gotta love that. Also going to take a look at Decadent Dragon. This is another card that's really high on my list. I think it made my top 10. But getting cards off the top of the opponent's library is going to be great, especially with so many people playing black because we're going to get to play their cards. So love that when your opponents are playing black and red. But honestly, it's just a big body. It's a 4/4, and the treasure will matter in this matchup for sure. Now, this is going to be the first deck where we played Ashiok this season, and this kind of makes a lot of sense, right? Because we're playing all of the adventure cards. The adventure cards are exiling stuff all the time. So we should be able to get our tokens up to +1, +2 pretty easy because it's just constant value, constant exiling of cards. And we're going to play Virtue of Persistence, another adventure, obviously, which kills something, gives us 3 life, and then if the game goes long, we start getting stuff like Shieldrids, Decadent Dragons, Glissas back out of the graveyard and being a real nuisance for our opponent. Also remember on this card, you can get stuff out of your opponent's graveyard as well. But those are going to be our key cards for the day. If you want the full deck list, it will be at the end of the video. As always, you can download it from the description below. Got it linked down there. Just look for the little blue arrows. It'll also take you to our Moxfield link where you can see today's deck and a pile of other decks we already have in the system for Eldraine if you're just looking for something new to play. For now, though, strap yourselves in and let's see how many cards we get off of all these adventures. All right, that seems about as good as anything, so I guess we're just going to keep it. I mean, we turn 2 Loam Speaker and then set up removal, or a turn 3 Shieldred, though it would probably die, but would still be worth, you know? Let's see what they do here, though. Oh, looks like Ossification, because everybody likes that card these days. Not what I was expecting to draw, but you know what? This can get out there, and we'll just pass. Ruby does have haste, so we could still use a Go for the Throat here, depending on what comes up. Speaking of which, that's a great target. And they're going to get one. Oh, looks like another Ossification, probably. Yep. All right. Let's go ahead and just kill that. Good news is, though, they have used 2 of them. So if we can find another untapped land, there's a chance Shieldred is going to survive. So let's see what's up. I mean, who knows? Maybe they have, you know, any of the million enchantments that remove a permanent. But Catilda is not one of those things, so that's good news. Downside is all of our stuff's exiled and not in the yard, even if we got to where we could cast the Virtue. Oh, we don't want that happening. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and use this. We want to keep that virtual loyalty at bay if we can. Hopefully they don't have, like, land into a Wandering Emperor. Because that would suck to lose our Shieldred this way. There. We take some damage. I'm just going to keep the opponent off mana here. We kind of done that to each other and seems to be the right play to go with here. So yeah. They are not blocking, which makes me almost feel like there is a Wandering Emperor, but who knows. The good news is, though, we can still get creatures out of their graveyard if we find a land, so that's something. Alright, more life, more mana. Yep. Well, now they're going to get to fire off the Virtue, and I'm not going to be able to do much about it. Unless I find something, I was going to say to kill Catilda there, but that was not to be. Alright, I guess we're attacking. I don't know what we're going to get from them, except for maybe Taxidermist doesn't do anything. I mean, we do it anyway, but not a whole lot of value to be gained. Their opponent is only at 4 now, though. So they do have to draw something to kill Shieldred. Lay to rest. That let them gain life. Whenever a creature you control with 2 counters or less, or a +1 or less dies, you gain 2 life. So we have to not block something of theirs next turn, which is kind of silly, but you know, here we are. I mean, we take the Taxidermist. Well, the Taxidermist is only a 3 because of their yard. We don't have any white mana, though I guess we could find some. Alright. Oh, not like that we won't, though. Alright, we just pass and wait. This is the play. I mean, we drew so many lands in a row here, so we should be good now. Because I assume if they had something to kill Shieldred, they would have just drawn it. Alright. Yep, that's it. Whew. Sure, we'll keep this. And we have 2 shots at mana creatures, so yeah. I mean, could be pointless depending on what we're up against here, but we'll see. Alright, since we drew a second Ruby, I'm going to go ahead and play Ruby first. So if Ruby dies, we're kind of okay with that. Alright, here comes that good old cut down, ain't it? I guess it could be a Fading Hope, but more likely a cut down. Yep. Alright. We do have another, which is nice. But we'll see if it gets to do anything. Or if it matters. Alright. Got another one? You know, I kind of want them to use their removal on our little junky creatures here, but we'll see. Thirst. Not what we were anticipating. We really do like it better when they use the removal on the little things. Oh, okay, this isn't too bad. I was going to attack with the cottage here, but I don't think it's necessarily worth it. We could wait till after they, like, Gix's command or something. They're obviously playing a mill deck of some sort. Alright. We're just going to attack. We'll go ahead and draw a card, which helps their plan because they're trying to mill us, obviously. And I think we just go ahead and play it. Alright. See what they want to do. There you go. We would have just lost our Shieldred. But now we get to play Shieldred, draw a card, gain some life. Yeah, nuisance, but meh. Such is life. So we play Shieldred. We play a land. We go ahead and draw a card. They have another kill card for Shieldred. Actually, this is probably where they have Gix's command. Then I guess we kind of do the same thing next turn. Just replay a Shieldred into a Dread Knight. Uh-oh, they're checking out a graveyard. It doesn't make us feel good. Could be ways to reanimate a couple things. We don't want that. Okay. Let's see how bad it is. Are they opting to not do anything here? Well, that's a little suspicious, don't you think? What would you looking to be doing here? I mean, because we could draw a card. I think we just try to attack with the cottage here. And just kind of see what the opponent's up to. Don't know if the... Oh, whoa, that all went through? Okay, then. I thought they were going to kill something. All right, opponent's drawing some cards, I guess. Can you mill us out here or something? Oh, they're just going to draw the 3 and die. Yeah. Okay, that game did not go at all how I thought that ending was going to happen. We're going to keep it, but we got a lot of questionable lands here to have early. Oh, this is kind of cute, though. We could play Ruby and then protect Ruby. I don't know if that's necessary, but it's kind of cool, I guess. Because I would think they're not going to counter that card. Because they're not going to think it's worth their mana. And they're usually going to be right. But if you didn't counter, you're definitely setting up to kill here, right? Oh, well, that doesn't protect against that. All right, well, that plan sucked. What do we want to do now? I mean, I guess we could still find one of our 2-mana things and protect it. Wouldn't be the worst thing. Liliana, you got it.
A fight? And you think you can win?
Sure, I'm going to discard this. Wow. Not really what we're looking for, but... I'm going to play this. I'm actually just going to play this straight up. I mean, they can always make us sacrifice a creature or whatever, which is fine. Not like we can do much about it. Our hand was kind of slow here. And by kinda, I mean very slow. Alright, we would like an untapped land. That would be great. They're not going to do anything. I guess they're not wanting to risk us haste attacking into Liliana, which, you know, I get. Alright, we'll just try to play it. You can counter it. Nope. Okay. Seems like the safe play. Especially if you're just going to be keeping it back anyway. You can just draw cards while it sits there. Fortunately, we do have a go for the throat. Don't know how relevant it is, but it's a thing we have. Hidexugu. Ugh. Well, we have a bigger target now. Now, what's funny is we could take something off the top of their library with the Decadent Dragon, which is kind of cute. So if they do set something up there, we could remove it. Which we may have to, since we're planning on trying to kill the Hidexugu anyway. So we take 3. I mean, they could just make us lose our Dread Knight here if they want. Okay, they're going to do the discard thing. Fair enough. Alright, still looking for an untapped land here. Well, you know what? That's the next best thing. Oh, we can't because we don't have another black. Oh, that sucks. Dang it. Well, crap. What do we do with this? Okay. Let's... I think we still have to kill this. I don't think we have a choice. Like, we just take some amount of damage. We'll see how absurd it is. What was it? Just a... Oh, it was a Shieldred. Alright, well at least I didn't get it in the hand, I suppose. Okay. For 0. Oh, wait, no, I should have done it for 1. I have Trample. Gosh dang it. I could have put 1 point on Liliana. Ah, that was lazy. Totally forgot this card had Trample. That is huge. That is humongous.
Sacrifices must be made.
Oh, so stupid. Why are we so stupid? Alright. Let's see what we can do here, deck. Find us something good. Yeah, because Liliana would have been dead here. Dang it. Such lazy play. What can we do? If we attack with the food, that just dies. That's not a real plan here. I guess we just kill it. Sure. If there's something big there, we just get hit. We just have to accept our fate. Alright. Okay, let's do this and see if maybe we find a land. Hey, we did. Sweet. Found a Tenacious Underdog. That's cute. Let's see. This goes back to its owner's hand, all right?
I'm tired of your secrets.
Okay. We had to discard the other thing, so let's just go Dragon Underdog. Might as well discard that. Alright. We found enough value to survive everything.
This was boring.
Question is, do we give them the underdog? I think we do.
One of your friends has
They have 20 life, so it's a little sad that we'd have to give it to them, but probably worth. Sure. Alright. Wow, they're not even going to play it? I was going to say, that'd be really weird. Like, you attack, we block, you get the card now. It's probably worth doing. Wow. Yeah, because now they don't get it till the end of turn. I mean, I guess they may not even have any sorceries that matter, but you never know. Anyway, time for a cottage to try to go to work. We're going to get rid of that duder. Because we don't like that card. There you go. Now we have treasure and food building up, and the value is going to start piling up on the opponent here. Yep, you have a trespasser. Hopefully we can find a spell to cast, so that won't flip, because we don't want that fighting our treehouse. Alright, you got to use an underdog. They're taking 2 points here, fair enough. Sure. I mean, they get a card they're not going to be able to cast. We're just going to remove the underdog. They would have been better having that in play, I think, so they could block our tree. Or our cottage, but yeah, I'm just going to gain 3 here. Alright, well, we're doing a whole lot of nothing, so keep on keeping on. I mean, I guess you could go to 1 if you really wanted to. Yeah, I was going to say, it's risky to go to 1. Alright, they're at 5. We still can't kill them with what's in play if they have a kill spell. Or a blocker. Edict does work. Right, any chance we could find a ruby or something here with haste? That'd be great. I'd really, really appreciate it. Shieldred would be awesome too. Oh, you ain't bad, though. Maybe that'll find something. Hey, that kind of works, actually. This is what we wanted with all the value stuff. Remove shield, Liliana, I guess. Alright, opponent's gonna go to 1. I guess we'll play the one we've already... Oh no, this is the one... Wait a minute. This is the one that's there from this. But we have until the end of our next turn. So we play this one? I think that's right. Okay, I did. I was like, wait a minute. Oh, it's still our end step. I thought it was till the end of the next turn. I misread that. I thought it was like the others. That was till the end of the next turn. I lost some value, but it also gives us another creature in play, which is fine. Because we force the opponent to have 2 blockers here, which they don't have, and that's going to be game. Not true. They could draw a cut down here. Yes, they could still be in it. Oh, nope, because they take a point whenever they draw. Never mind. Alright, we're going to keep it. Let's see what we can do. Oh, so the opponent's basically just telling us we have to find removal spells. Let's go with this. I mean, I guess we could play Ruby into Glissa. I mean, that's something. Because we pay those 2 for Ruby. Ruby could make green, black. Yeah, I guess so. Alright, it's something. I mean, I assume by now you have some type of removal in hand, but then next turn, maybe we just straight up Questing Druid into another Glissa? I mean, that at least does a thing. Yep, we take it. Ooh, you aren't bad, but I think we'll save you for one more turn. Are we gonna go... Let's see what we find first, because we might just find a... we didn't. I was thinking we might just find a removal straight up, which would have been cool. Alright, then I guess we're just going to Glissa. We'll lose the value on those other ones. I mean, their hand might just be a removal here, because they're not playing creatures. If it is, it is. Okay, Hallowed Haunting, that's annoying, but... not the worst thing, because now they kind of have to block. Let's draw a card first. Because if we just find the removal here, we just play it. Alright, we didn't. Alright, attack the opponent with this. Oh, they're going to let us kill the Hallowed Haunting, huh? Sure, we'll destroy an enchantment. I could get that back, but that's just another Glissa. Not that exciting. We're going to go here. And here. Alright. I mean, if they have more removal, it's definitely coming for Shieldred. Catilda is annoying. Wait, Catilda doesn't come into play as a 4/4? Oh, it comes in as a 3 and it counts itself for 4. Oh, that's gross. Alright. Well, I guess that does a thing. Sure. I don't even know if I'm going to block. If I block here, I go to 6. This is obviously going to be bigger if we don't find removal. How do we feel about such things? This counts enchantments and spirits. So this would become a 4/4. Alright, sure. Let's get rid of it. We'll just take 1. I think that's worth it in the grand scheme of things. Alright, so we attack with Glissa. We keep them from getting cards. Destroy an enchantment. Unless they just... Well, even if they block with the companion. I'm trying to decide if I want to attack with the cottage. Because it could be worth giving that up. And then still having mana. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'd have 1, 2 left that we could play either of these. Could also crack a food. Yeah, I'm into it. Let's go. Don't need y'all getting in there. Just y'all two. Yeah, we'll remove this guy so we don't have to worry about that again. And they can trade or not. Does not matter that much to us. Alright, we get to play this. Cast the Knight or the Questing Druid. We'll just go with the Knight. And end the turn. We kind of did what we could here. Oh, they found more life gain even. And more cards. Ugh. Gonna be a tough fight. We might be about to get hit for a bunch with this Catilda. And they have another card to play here too. Oh, brutal. Yeah, they're gonna get rid of our Galissa. Damn it. Yeah, we might have just lost. Yeah, if we don't have a removal card on top, we're gonna be toast. That ain't it, Chief. That ain't it. Don't really have much choice here. We attack, we could crack a food. That's not really going to get us across the finish line, but... Man, we just didn't draw any removal here. Or Terra Sunders or anything. We have so many things that would have been great. You don't have to block, opponent. You're going to live just fine. Yep, that was the right play. Don't block. Alright, we're dead. Alright, let's keep it. We might just be attacking with the Ruby on this turn. If we're lucky. Hey, Ruby could fight that. That's cool. First time I've actually played against Faeries since the set went live. Played against them a ton during early access, but none otherwise. Kind of interesting. Alright, what you got? We're going to go to a whole 19. I think we go ahead and try to get some cards out of this, if they let us. Not that it matters. Why did it do that? I mean, I guess that's something, but really we're just going to play this. I keep forgetting, I can just do it during their end step. I don't have to do it on our turn, it's an instant. I'm just wasting a card there. Obviously we're going to flash something in here, right? Nope, they're just going to kill that. Okay, fair enough. Don't hate it. I mean, that's the least that can happen, considering how badly I goofed up that turn. Let's go ahead and draw a card. Well, we'll see if we mess this up again. We are going to try to attack for one here. They can flash in, block. Actually, no, I guess not. We'll try to kill that. Because that does slowly get us over time. Alright. Another Dream Thief. I mean, they are actually ahead here. I mean, we have a chance to get more value, but they are definitely ahead. Make no mistake. One, two, three, four, five, six. So if they have the spell stutter, yeah. All right, let's just try to cast this. I mean, we could pay 3; it would tap us out, but meh. Gonna get in there for one, because we definitely aren't blocking their things. Could have played the dragon there. I didn't think there was enough value in doing so. Okay, sure. Put a sorcery, or okay, they put a removal in their hand. Fair enough. Respect. We gotta find some goodies, though, or it's gonna get real hard to win here. We could try to take cards off the top of their library, too. That's a real option. Though I might see if they want to counter this instead. Just because the dragon blocks fairies, obviously. I was going to say, if you're going to counter, there you go. That's what we wanted to see. That's what we like to see. We want all the greedy, greedy value. I'm just going to play the dragon straight up here. We're going to get us a card. We're going to attack. Alright. Then we have Virtue that can kill something on their side. And we can just start getting stuff back out of the yard. So, hopefully this works out. Alright, Pickpocket does have Vigilance. Not sure how much it matters. But I'm sure we'll find out. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we would still be able to do this. So, how about we kill this. We activate this. And we try to attack for lots many. Alright. Got through there. You know, this is fine. This is fine. Because we have the Decadent Dragon, there's a chance we find something we can actually cast if we don't draw anything. So this is okay. Against Mono Black, we could definitely cast their cards. There is no doubt we can do that. That'd be great. I guess we gotta do this instead, though, since we didn't find any mana. So sad. Ooh, they want us to discard something. I mean, I guess this? I mean, if you have a kill spell, you kill our speaker. I was going to say, because we didn't have any mana. So, obviously, that's the play. Because I would have done nothing less. Do we get to kill a Shieldred? We do not. There's a Graveyard Trespasser. I mean, we could kill that, but why, right? Alright, let's see what the opponent's got for us. Ooh, those don't suck. We like those. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. What do we do with this? I mean, we didn't draw a land to play the dragon, so we're not going to do that, obviously. This is tough, because I kind of want to cast something. Alright, I'm going to do this just so we're not taking a ton of damage. I mean, if we can't protect our creatures, we at least have their Gix's command to try to get something back, so it's not like it's the end of the world. Ooh, we did lose our Shieldred there, though. That sucks. Liliana, great. I got nothing there, so good deal. Cute. I guess we just go dragon? Because what else are we going to do? Obviously, they can make a sacrifice, get cards, whatever here. Yep. Lose Persistence of Virtue. I mean, you gotta make us... Yeah, I was gonna say.
Haven't you ever heard
What are the odds we could get a ruby here? Not very high, apparently. Kill spell? Alright, they're going to scry too. Probably find something good. But one top, one bottom. What was it? Who knows? Probably another Liliana. But they are riding this discard plan real hard. But our hand's effectively empty. We just have 2 cards in exile right now. Beseech, which is going to go let them find whatever they want. Alright. Makes sense that it would be Shieldred. We lose Glissa. We kill their Shieldred.
Off you go.
We draw nothing relevant, sadly. I mean, I say that. We could keep from taking damage to that, but it's not that important. All things considered. I think we're willing to take it here one time. Plus, if we can find an untapped land, we just attack with our Restless Cottage. But we didn't. That's very sad. Alright. Go to 8. I mean, they gotta have something relevant here. I can't see how this dragon's gonna live. Oh, maybe. Alright. Alright, alright. Cool, 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 cool. Go take out Ashiok. Make the treasure. Play this duder. Alright, alright. We're working toward some semblance of a comeback. Okay, cut down. Then we take 4, go to 4. Okay. We have to hope they don't have what they need in hand to kill us. It's basically where we're at. Because we're going to have to attack with the cottage to get rid of the underdog. And if they just draw another underdog, we're just willing to be dead here, I think. I mean, there is the safer play of doing this, making this a 6, then we take 4. That's not great either, though. Alright, we're just going to put it on them. If they get it, they get it. We got stuck on land for so long that I'm willing to just accept our fate here. Where'd he go? There it is. Alright. I mean, we're just hoping to get lucky. I mean, if they have another one of the hopeless nightmares, we're dead. So it's like, a lot of bad things can happen here.
You're telling me what you know about. One of your friends has to leave.
Oh, gosh. That's not great. Yep. Alright. Well, they had the cards they needed. Oh, boy. I mean, I guess we keep it. Alright. Good old red. Okay, getting a second virtue's not bad here. So we can virtue, well, triple virtue, I guess. I mean, that is 9 life we're getting back, so it's not the worst thing. Alright, Commando works. We take some damages. I guess we're just going to take our time here. Not much need to do anything else. I mean, even if they get, like, land Raiju, we can kill it with the Go for the Throat next turn. Okay, and a Phoenix Chick, sure. Now, we have a good feeling they're holding on to removal, right? So, if we believe that, let's go ahead and just play Ruby. They'll target Ruby, we'll let Ruby protect herself, and then we could pick something off, I suppose. No attack. No need. They didn't even have it. Okay, cool, cool. That works out kind of nice. Are they going to let us block first with Ruby? Invasion's going to do a 4 to us? Ugh. Alright. Okay, this is not terrible, though. We just have to figure out how we want to go about this. We'll pass. We'll go to blocks. I think we just pump Ruby here. We take 3. Alright, we're going to pump Ruby for 1. I guess might as well do it for 2. We're not doing anything else with our mana. Alright. And then we have life we can gain here. Do we just play this as a land? Actually, we not. We may go, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 7. Yeah. I guess we just gotta wait till next turn. Alright. Hopefully nothing too crazy happens here. Unfortunately, they're not playing cards, so good chance they're holding on to something like Raiju's. Which means we kind of really want to use a Takenuma. Man, we didn't even get stuck having to do that, so that's great. Alright, we're going to take 1 hit from whatever this big Raiju thing is, I'm sure. And then hopefully be able to find blockers that matter. Oh no, going to 4. Oh man, we need a Shieldred like they're going out of style, let me tell you. I guess we'll take stuff that can at least block, right? Oh, this actually helps us find cards, possibly. A good example is we want to get rid of this. Yeah, maybe that's a thing. Alright, let's see if we can find something of use here. Okay, we found a Shieldred. Might be too little too late. But we'll see. Oh, I also could have left it in the yard and got it for free. And I could have just taken the Loam Speaker here. Oh, that's a mistake. Yeah, I could have just taken the Loam Speaker. That would have been better, because I could have cast that. Super unfortunate. Wait, they're not even coming after us? With the burn spells? I mean, I'm definitely blocking. Okay. We'll get us... Wait, our graveyard. We'll get this guy. So we have this. And then we'll just pass and hope we don't die to an invasion of Ragatha. I mean, if they get it, we're dead. So, nothing we can do about it. Okay, we survived. Sweet. Yeah, and the best thing there is that we had the ability to remove this if we needed to with the Terra Sunder, or we could have just used the Decadent Dragon and just start getting stuff off their library. Alright, let's keep it. This is always tough because I'm not sure if, like, I want to try for Ruby. I want to, like, draw a card, then maybe try to, like... Well, now that we drew a land, we get to, like, draw and then maybe Ruby plus something next turn, which is better. Yeah, let's just do that. Ooh, that's not bad. That's not bad. Opening up some options. Alright. So I think we're just going to Ruby and kill a Harvester with this. Alright. Now we got Dragon, and we're going to be able to cast all their stuff, because we're playing the same colors, so that's good. The real trick here is, like, can we get another untapped land? No, but that actually is fine here. Alright. We'll take the 3 because it's gain 3, lose 3, so no real loss. Then we play this. And then if Shieldred shows up, we still got something for her. Alright, cool. Means we don't get to do other things for the turn, but that's okay. But we could draw an untapped land. Or not. Alright, let's get in there. I was hoping to draw an untapped land. We could still be able to use the expensive taste part of that, but that was not to be. Another Shieldred. Oh, a different Shieldred, but a Shieldred nonetheless. You do resolve that. We will get rid of this. Because worst case scenario, we'll be getting a card. We're probably still getting a card. That wasn't great, but alright. Slowly getting to where we can do some things. This is crazy, though, just the amount of value decks like this can produce. Alright, well. We're going to definitely need to cast stuff on our turn. Or this is going to get real ugly real fast. Alright, they're digging for something. Or maybe they're just trying to get a bunch of cards in their yard. Though, we have one. Is it an opponent's graveyard? Battlefield under its opponent's graveyard only if an opponent has 8 or more cards. Okay, sure. I mean, we're going to take 4 here, obviously. Oh, they got something else? Oh, now you're just trying to be mean. Look at you. It doesn't matter, really. Like, I'm just doing this in case they have, like, make us sacrifice a creature. We at least have something we could do there. I really wanted to play the Questing Druid last turn, but, you know. Wishes and fishes and all that good stuff. Alright. They also found a Shieldred. Alrighty. They attack. I was going to say, we're going to double block here. Good news is, this exiles and doesn't draw, which is great. Unfortunately, they were just lands. Those do nothing to help us. Alright. Another dragon. That's actually not terrible. We can play this. We can play this. Actually, maybe we don't. Maybe we just use Decadent Dragon. Well, let's just do... let's do this first. Didn't drastically change what we're doing, but we do get their Undying Malice, which is pretty sweet. Yeah, I guess we go ahead and go with this. Now we have another little 3/3 here, and no attacks. We just pass. So now we have Persistence mana, so we can start getting into that game. All right. Sure. I mean, I'm your Huckleberry, right? Why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, do I even have to use that? Let's just do this. If you have like a burn spell or something, great. Like, okay, they didn't even have it. Fantastic. Oh, all the better. All the better. Then could use the other Decadent Dragon. We can make them discard and have a blocker. We have a lot of choices here. I think we just go for a dragon. Eventually just make creatures big enough that it just doesn't matter. We don't have to worry about anything dying here. Yeah, we just pass the turn. All right. We'll sack your own creature. That seems more than reasonable. Feel like we're doing pretty good here. Pretty well, even. Should I use this and just take the 3 now? I feel like I'm going to. Before anything silly happens. And again, we're not really worried about too much here. I'm going to go ahead and use this first, so we can see what's up. Oh, and there's an Obnixilis. Love to see that. Go ahead and play this. Get in there for 4. Make a treasure. So now we still have mana for Undying Malice. We now have Obnixilis. We've got Virtue of Persistence. I don't think we're losing this one. I mean, if we have to sack something, I'm just going to target something with this. Alright. Sack this.
Off you go.
Yeah, they had the no-outs situation here. Alright. Yep, and that's it. So yeah, there's a pretty interesting thing here in the early part of the season that when you're playing against mono red and other things, stuff like the Questing Druid is not particularly great. Just because it's slow to build it up and get what you want. So in that case, I could see cutting one of those for something else. I don't know what something would be here just yet. Maybe if you even wanted to play like a Sorin or something like that to give you just another life gain kind of comeback option, which also plays well against the control decks. I don't think I'd have an issue with that. It did feel like a couple times we were a little mana light, but I feel like we're playing 25 lands, I think. What is that? 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 23, 24. So maybe we're not. But we do actually also have 3 Loam Speaker, 2 Rubies, so that helps there too. And we have a lot of ways to dig for cards in the early part of the early part of the game. So, yeah, tough one. I kind of wanted another Glissa at times. Like, it was very, very close to doing everything we wanted it to do, though. So I don't want to mess with it too much. If anything, like I said, maybe fixing the mana a little bit, giving us a creature that's a little more substantial instead of just the Druid. I could see maybe swapping a Druid for a Loam Speaker, going that way. But otherwise, I probably wouldn't mess with too much. I think that's all we're going to do is make that adjustment. If you really wanted to, like I said, get a little spicy, you could actually remove a Virtue of Persistence. Maybe. Actually, real talk, maybe it's the Tyvar stands that are the issue. Because at the end of everything, there were a lot of things that just exiled, right? Now, I will say, some of it does actual target, like the Wandering Emperor and whatever. So, like, those still matter. But there are things like Shieldred's Edicts, the Sun Falls, whatever, out in the world that, like, you just can't do anything against those. So this would be better maybe being another Planeswalker or some such that we can get a little value out of. Like, arguably, now that I'm thinking about it, we could say maybe turn the 2 Tyvar stands into a Shield, or not a Shieldred, but a Sorin, and then just go back to 60 cards. And I think that's probably fine. We were only playing 2 of them anyway, so it's not the biggest deal in the world. I think we could go there and be happy. But again, Glissa, if you wanted to find space for another one, I wouldn't beat you up over it. I think it's totally reasonable. You know me, I like 61. I'm even willing to go 61 and play an extra Glissa, which might find its way into the final list. But as far as what we have here, we're playing 2 Cut Down, 3 Go for the Throat, now 4 Loam Speaker, 4 Mosswood Dread Knight, 3 Questing Druid, 2 Terra Sunder, 2 Ruby, 2 Glissa, 4 Shieldred, 1 Sorin, 4 Decadent Dragon, 1 Ashiok, 4 Virtue of Persistence, 1 Takenuma, Blackleaf Cliffs, a bunch of 2s of different lands, because we're trying to play all 3 of these colors, plus playing the Restless Cottage, which I'm sure you saw come up several times in those games. So yeah, let's talk about a couple things real quick, though. You know, thinking about it, maybe we actually just go down to 3 Virtue of Persistence and just play the extra Glissa. I think Glissa is good enough that it's easy to justify playing an extra one, right? Even against mono red, like they have to use removal on it or nothing really gets through, even if they get like their Thundering Raijus or something like that. So yeah, I think I'm only going to do that. I think I'm willing to cut a Virtue to do that, and I think we're going to be a little bit better off. But overall, the deck actually was pretty sweet. Had a lot of value options in it. You are going to have some draws, like I said, they could be a little weak against mono red, but you do have some life gain in there between the Virtues of Persistence and the Shieldred. So if you stick those, that helps quite a bit. You also have some bigger bodies, right? And we did add a Sorin as well, which should help those matchups. The trick, I think, would be against control matchups. You're going to want to just take your time, right? You have the ability to get a lot of cards in your hand, get access to a lot of cards. You don't need to be in a rush. You added another Planeswalker to help out with some problems. Obviously, your Restless Cottages can do a lot of work. So yeah, really kind of lean on your removal and take your time there. You don't need to be too out of whack. I think some of the other mid-rangey value decks that are like ours could be really tough mirror matches, honestly, depending on which removal they're playing. Are they playing like the werewolves? Are they playing some over-the-top big spells? You know, who knows? That's probably where your problems are going to lie with this. I would also say, though, the good news about this deck is that while it is playing a fair amount of rares, outside of probably the Questing Druid, these are all rares that you're probably going to play in something else. We're talking about Decadent Dragon, Shieldred, Loam Speaker, Mosswood Dread Knight, you know, those are Glissa. These are things we put into a lot of different decks already. So you can kind of safely craft these cards and know you're going to use them again. And that takes a little bit of the concern off where you're thinking about spending the cards. But this is a tough deck to play. So if you're not a more advanced player, this is probably not going to be for you. While it is a lot of fun, there are a lot of tough decisions to make with this one. And now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Bone Crusher Giant. The reason I wanted to bring this card up is if you played with it before, we all know it's good, right? You use the adventure side to deal 2, and then you get a 4/3 creature for a great cost. But this card has been reprinted a bunch, right? I believe it was in one of the, whatever we called the standard competitive decks that they put out. It was in the list. It was, I think, in one of the other sets, was Baldur's Gate or something. Like, this showed up in a lot of places already for just being, what, a 4-year-old card? And it's still worth $2. That tells you how good this is, right? So if you're playing other formats where this card's legal, at least consider it. The card's actually super fantastic. If you have extras sitting around and you think they weren't actually worth much because they've been reprinted so much in a short term, well, you might have a little more value than you thought. If you enjoyed today's deck and you want a little more craziness, you can check out this Abzan food deck we had that went way out of control producing food, and it was a whole bunch of fun. That's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.